Hello, my fellow Wolves fans. Been a long time. I'm out here in a lovely forest, just taking a nature walk to celebrate our 4th of July today. And when thinking about how I want to celebrate it, I mean, it's a better way than talking about some wolves for Independence Day. So let's get into it. So a lot has been happening with the club recently, and I just had to make a video to respond to some of the things that have been happening because, oh my gosh, it was just a total downpour of news the other day. So to start off, I wanted to share some thoughts about that new kit, that new home kit. It's looking really good. I'm a big fan. It's the first time I've seen the Wolves badge in the center, and that's not my favorite thing in the entire world. I kind of prefer it over the heart, especially where Sudo is up on the shoulder. I don't know. I kind of prefer it off to the side, but I will say it does have kind of an aggressive look to it, which is cool. But I do have to say that fabric, whew, that is good looking. Not only the texture that they chose, but I feel like the color is a little more traditional Wolves, which I thought was pretty cool. It was very, I don't know, it has, because this year's I feel like it was a little more yellow gold. This one feels a little bit warmer, maybe closer to that more classic kind of orange gold. But yeah, so that was cool to see. But I loved the texture on the fabric. That was just beautiful, seeing that up close. And I think it's nice that it's kind of a stretchier fabric this year, because the kit that I picked up this year, it was, I don't know, absolutely zero stretch to it at all. I don't know if the players were wearing the same thing, but yeah, it's nice that it has a little more stretch, probably a little more room to breathe. So but yeah, really a big fan of that. I always prefer the kits with the black shorts instead of the gold shorts. I just think that black and gold looks so clean. I think it looks a little more aggressive, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what else they release. But I think so far most people are considering that kit to be a win. Like I said, still kind of wish the badge was over the heart, but I don't know. It's all right to shake things up every once in a while, so that's not too bad. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is those signings. And not only that, but the announcement of Pedro Lima. Oh my goodness. I tweeted out, I said, Wolves has the best socials team in the world. They are. How can you be that aware and be able to execute that well? I don't know, the Agent Cunha stuff was so funny and just so spot on. They just know how to do it, man. Wolves socials team, mad props to you guys, because that was one of like the funniest but coolest things I've seen in such a long time. I was at work, totally distracted from all that, just because I watched that probably 20 times. And seeing Cunha in action and landing us that signing, muting Fabrizio Romano was, oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard. That was just icing on the cake. So way to go, Cunha. Way to get us a new player in the door. So and speaking of players, I saw that Kilman on his way out over to West Ham. You know, that's something I thought was interesting, because Kilman's really been one of the staples since I've been a fan of Wolves. So it'll be interesting to see him go. I mean, we keep seeing these players that are leaving, and we're getting like a pretty substantial amount of money for it. So I think he's kind of a good servant to the club to be able to, you know, go join another club but leave us with some good money so we can rebuild, you know, hopefully the way that works a little bit better with Gary O'Neill's plans. So really interested to see what he does with this new squad, not to mention our new number 9. Oh, I'm so excited. When I saw the 9 on his jersey, man, I cannot wait to see Jurgen in action. So he sounds like a great guy. Sounds like he's really excited to be part of the club. He's a big dude, and hopefully he can find the back of the net for us this year, because we need it. But hopefully, you know, pairing him up with Cunha and Huang, like, I feel like we're going to have a really dangerous attack this year. So I'm just over the moon with these signings. Hopefully, you know, hopefully we come through strong and Gary O'Neill can hatch, you know, his master plan together. And I mean, the way it's looking right now, I think Wolves are going to be top of the table. All right, now before I go on, I just wanted to shed some light on the situation of why I've been absent for a little while. I took a long hiatus there making videos, and it really just boils down to I didn't get to really watch a ton of matches this last season, and so every time, you know, I had something I wanted to talk about, I felt like I didn't really have the credibility because I wasn't able to spend the time watching matches. I feel like I was playing catch up with the best of them, just trying to kind of follow along while I was at work. And I don't know, just it was hard to stay on top of it this year. And so, you know, I decided to kind of back off and let the pros take care of it. And then when I was able to finally catch up, I would lend my voice and talk some more Wolves. And I feel like it's finally time. I honestly kind of love like the off season when all the big changes are happening. They're announcing new kits. It's just a magic time of year. So really happy to be able to talk about Wolves again and feel like, hey, you know, I actually have something to say. So, but I will say I do have some hopes for the upcoming season. So this last season, I mean, we should have wound up much higher than we were because VAR was just an atrocity this year. But at the end of the season, we had kind of a bad spell. I really just think injuries caught up to us. The squad had a lot more depth than anybody would have believed at the start of the season. We were able to, I don't know, do some serious damage with all our players. Oh, we got some cicadas going. Don't know if you can hear that. Love the cicadas out here in Indiana. So pretty. Oh, speaking of, I got my Indy 11. That's our USL championship team here in Indiana. They're pretty awesome. But anyway, yeah, we had some good depth and we did some damage with our players. But in the end, those injuries just really caught up to us, and we kind of fell below what I had anticipated. I was hoping we were going to end up between 12th and 10th at the start of the season. No one really believed me, and I think we would have if not for VAR and those injuries. If not for VAR and the injuries, we would have been easy top 10. So I'm really interested to see what we can do this year. You know, hopefully we can keep ahead of those injuries, introduce just a little more depth into the squad. I'm going to avoid this mud puddle. So yeah, I'm just really hoping we can keep the squad healthy, and hopefully VAR can just get off its high horse and start making, I don't know, just the officiating was so frustrating this last year. Like they had something against Wolves. Somebody powerful must have bet against us or something, because that was just crazy. I do have to take a pause though and give you guys a little look around. This forest is really beautiful. So it's a very humid, nice warm 4th of July. But anyway, so yeah, this season I have high hopes for the squad. Let's keep everybody healthy, and yeah, I do think we'd be able to land top 10 if we could do that. So we were inches away last season. All right, and some kind of last thoughts and hopes for the upcoming season. I'm hoping the other kits turn out really cool. The one that was teased that had like a wolf face on it, I think everybody saw. I think that one had some potential, like really for an away kit. I've wanted something black for a while because I feel like Wolves, I don't know, we kind of have this cool rough and tumble vibe to the team, and I want that to be expressed through our kits a little more. So I think having something kind of cool and dark and aggressive would look really awesome. The away kit from a few years ago that was black with like gold flecks, that was so good looking. So I'd love something like that again. I mean, nice to see something new. So hopefully they can crank out some good designs. But funny enough, I've actually been doing some kind of brainstorming of my own, and I have some like kit / branding ideas that I'd love to make a video about that I thought would be kind of cool. But I'm just, I don't know, I'm interested to see what else they do with the kits this season, and how we're going to be represented on the pitch. So and then other than that, I also wanted to say I was really wanting to talk about all the stuff that was going on with ticket prices at Molyneux. I felt like there wasn't really much I could say because it doesn't really affect me a lot being out here, but I know it affects everyone there. My kind of fear was that they were going to hike prices way up and then back off a little bit, but still get away with a really big price hike. And I mean, and that's kind of what happened, like, and they're just kind of getting away with it. I saw the other day, season tickets are sold out again, despite the price hike. So it's it's a shame. It's kind of a bummer to see that it's been just kind of on par with the times, everything with inflation and all that, but I don't know. Hopefully it calms down eventually, but I think these longtime fans are just getting priced out, so condolences there from the States. I wish it was different, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see some changes someday. Other than that, yeah, I just wanted to wish everyone out in Wolverhampton well. My heart is there with you guys, even on this nice 4th of July. I mean, obviously I love it here. Beautiful place. But definitely got a second home out there at Wolves. So yeah, I just hope y'all are doing well. Keep safe, and thanks for tuning into the video. Hopefully you'll be seeing a little more of me in the near future. So you guys have a great one, and we'll see you soon.